Hey guys, it's Nick with Chestnut Hills Farmstead. Today is a different kind of video. A lot different than probably any one we've ever done. We've got a lot of new followers and we're really thankful and appreciative of you being with us. We hope you're still watching, but it's been a tough year at Chestnut Hills. And we're going to talk about that a little bit. Now, if you've been with us for a while, you know that we show the good and the bad. It's not always rainbows and roses on the farm or in family life. And that's what our channel does, is show you what our family's dealing with or what we've got going on at the time. And we spent a lot of time this year in emergency rooms.
If you've been following us for a little while, you know that Rhett spends a lot of time sick. We're always battling some kind of asthma issues, lung congestion. You guys know he gets sick to his stomach easily from phlegm. But this one has probably been the scariest of all of them. Over the course of about 2 weeks, Rhett has had a bump right here that has shown up and grown pretty large. His pediatrician kept asking us about melanoma. You say cancer, no matter what type, and you're dealing with a 5-year-old boy. Your mama heart, your daddy heart, it just can't fathom the whole thing of what's going on. So when we got to dermatology, he said, I had the same thing when I was a teenage boy. He was saying, this growth that Rhett has is called biogenic granuloma. I'm hoping that's said right, and Nick will type it out on the screen for you. And it is not a skin cancer, thank goodness. I know y'all care about Rhett, and so this picture might make your little heartstrings tug a little bit, but I'll get Nick to put the picture of Rhett right after it happened. And he was big and brave, but they did go in and had to use this long needle and numb his nose, and then they burned his face.
Well, let's make another trip to the doctor and see what's going on this time. I'll give you the backstory on what happened. So, Mocha loves to put her head through the fence. Unfortunately, she has to have some help getting out of it sometimes, and that's where I came in. Now, I've done this dozens of times because she does it almost every day. Sometimes she gets herself out, sometimes she has to have some help. Well, in my attempts to help her get her head out of the fence, she does not like being messed with, and I had a hold of her horns, and as I turned her head to get her through, she swung around and just kind of pulled a little bit. As you saw, we've got a sprain. They found a spot on his brain. They called it they said it was a lesion. They called it a sarcoid cyst, is what they believed it to be. And they sent us here to Children's to see a neurosurgeon. Almost 24 hours later, I realized that with everything going on and honestly just lack of sleep, I realized I forgot to ever finish the update. And it was good news. So when the attending neurosurgeon came in, he confirmed that yes, they did see that sarcoid cyst on Chance's brain, but it had absolutely nothing to do with the headaches that he was experiencing. Chance simply has a concussion. Now, granted, that's still pretty serious, but it's something that we can work through that doesn't require brain surgery.
So the other day, I showed them a picture of you at
the hospital.
the hospital, and you were not feeling good, were you? So do you want to tell them what happened that night?
Yeah.
So tell them about it.
I was asleep, and then I thought I had a headache. Mama gave me some medicine, but the medicine never worked, and then I couldn't ever stop, so I had to go to the hospital.
So is your head hurting just a little bit, or a whole lot, or?
A whole lot.
A whole lot. Show them what you were showing me. How was your head hurting?
Because...
You was holding your head like this, weren't you?
Yeah. That's because my ears it was a double ear infection. It's a sanity, and I had to have a shot. So my ears were making my head hurt, and my head was making my neck hurt.
Mm-hmm. Are you feeling better? Yeah, I think so. You've been playing and carrying on like you have been. But that was scary, wasn't it? We weren't sure what was wrong with our little farmer Rhett.
Now, as you saw, nothing major, thankfully. We were very blessed that none of those issues were major. And we came out the other side of them. We've also weathered plenty of storms.
Hey guys, it's Nick and Zoe here, and yes, it is dark. It's 11:15 at night. We've had a tornado pass through our area. Nick's buddy has lost his shop, and we are headed to the farm to check on things.
Can't tell.
Can't see.
It's like the shelters are still standing.
Well, okay, and there they are.
There's the cow standing out in it.
That's okay. They gonna stand in it. They're standing right at the line, ain't they?
Yep.
I'm not sure you're gonna be able to get through.
No, it looks like the road's blocked right here.
Oh, that's a barn in the... Oh, there it is in the power lines.
Yep, that's Roger's place.
Well, I can't get it here until it's raining. But it looks like his barn was wrapped up in the power lines there.
Yep. There's the alpaca fence. See, it didn't do the wires any favor. And if you can see, we've got some damage to the goat fence, and then their shelter was flipped out of here. Let me back up some. The shelter was there where their pool is, and it flipped it out there, but it drug it down that fence. So we've got some repair to do there. It pulled it down that T-post. I don't know if you can see it on the video good, but we've definitely got some damage to work on. I hate temporary fixes, but it seems like we do more and more of that as it goes along, and I know that's part of farming, and you just got to do what you got to do. It still aggravates me.
It's discouraging sometimes.
One day, we're going to get rid of these tarps, guys.
One day we're going to look back at this video and go, whoo, I'm glad we ain't doing that no more.
And sometimes the storms is not a literal meaning. We even had a fire at our farm.
Let's go see. Oh my word. It has burned all the way up to the bees. Well, it got under the tractor, but but it doesn't look like it did anything to it, which is a huge blessing. This is a valuable piece of equipment on our farm. Look at this. Do y'all see that square? It burned all around the bees, but it did not burn between the bees. Wow.
Our other neighbor has called and said that someone with a face mask and all this good stuff is running in and out of our property across from her house. But I said we did the good and the bad. So we had plenty of ups too. We had a lot of good times, and we got plenty of new animals.
We are headed to Aunt Judy's at Sneed's Farmhouse Sanctuary. So that means that our farm is growing a little bit more today. In preparation for coming to get Cinco today, we had to visit our friends over at Cog Hill Farm and borrow their stock trailer. Ours is currently being fixed. We had to get some new wiring and new flooring put in, and they were so gracious to let us borrow theirs.
Hey, Cinco!
Good girl, Saint.
Hey, got it!
You told us it was going to be a workout.
I told y'all.
Shane hunting!
Yes, he needs a spanking, doesn't he?
Fired. F-I-R-D. Fired.
F-I-R-D. You missed one, Ferd. Hey, Ferd, you missed one.
Cinco, you ready to go for a ride?
Hey, Rhett, leave her alone and let her calm down a little bit. Okay. She's had a pretty stressful day.
Well, we have finally got Cinco to our farm.
Chance, I want you to open that back door. And you're going to have to do it quick and get out of the way, because that bull may shoot out of there. Okay. You hear me? All right. Grab the door. All right, move. Quickly. Up. Look at that monster.
Come on, T-Bone. Come on. So, he was in a pen away from their other bovine because there was a donkey that didn't like him. So, he has not been handled a whole lot. So, he's going to learn that here. We're going to spend lots of time working with him. He's kind of skittish, but he is not mean. He's not a mean cow, but he is skittish because he's nervous.
It's going to be hard to keep a secret since they can hear all that bellowing.
Yeah, so not only did we get a little bit, we also got Tater. Let's let Tater out.
She's about had enough of this trailer. Come on, Tater. Come on, Tater.
Woo. Here. Good girl. There we go.
In the process of getting some of those new animals, we even got to travel to see some of our friends.
Yeah. You like your new dog there, buddy?
You like that one?
That one
He's like, okay, it works.
It's a good thing because it kind of picked Mama.
Okay, so the time is finally here. Most of you have guessed it, and that's fine. We just like to have fun with you guys. But Shadow and the goats are going to Chestnut Hills Farmstead. Yep. In Alabama. Yeah. I was just going to lock it just in case he gets out.
All right, you officially got him now.
I know. I couldn't be any happier where I get my first outfit.
You be a good boy, okay? No spitting. You be nice to everybody. Don't let them name you Roll Tide or anything.
Look, she's so pretty. Look at her.
I love the color.
I know.
So this is
I tried her-
Dolly.
Yeah,
Her baby's Bama.
the brown one.
And then Oreo is half fainter, and her baby's Ollie. Ollie's got blue eyes.
Well, what do I see? Hey, little baby. Hello. She is tinier than I thought. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So while we were at the expo, we had Littlefoot born. And Miss Catherine found her. And she's just a little cupful. Just a little bit handful. Hey, pretty. Hey. There we go. Look at Shadow. I'm just happy he's running and playing. He had a long trip. Here he comes. Want me to let him off?
Yeah. Let's see what Shadow thinks up there.
Shadow, look! Look, Shadow! Go ahead and let him come on out. There we go. And there's Obi-Wan. Look at all that.
Look, they're going to see Shadow.
Catherine and I have taken a good little trip over to Georgia, and we brought home 2 more alpacas, Obi-Wan and Tinsel.
You're allowed to carry an iPhone? Your mom? Who are you running around with? Who's even watching you? Oh, God. She's a guard, really?
Okay.
Look!
A FaceTime from the farmstead while we're in Oklahoma. There's the baby.
Look how little. It's a girl. It's a girl.
We have had an awesome 2 days here at Sycamore Springs Ranch at the exotics auction. Tri-State Exotics Auction is the name of it. And we have had a blast being here.
All right, introducing our silver pied peacock. Look at those colors.
Buddy, we fixing to go in the pen. I'll let you look.
He's had a long trip,
He's had a long trip.
and we don't have names for him yet,
Not yet.
but we got something else to show you guys. So let's get him in his coop, and then we'll share our other surprise. And introducing
We don't know who you're introducing.
the no-name white hen.
She's just solid white.
She is
Peahen.
solid white peahen.
She is 3 years old.
And so we're going to get her in. They need to eat and drink. It looks like he's wearing a masquerade mask.
He's ready to eat.
Yeah. I didn't know how personable they are.
He kind of wants you to move so he can eat.
Yeah. She's eating some grass.
She's back there pecking around. And like any farm you watch, we have to fight to protect those animals from drought, severe weather, sickness, predators, and even parasites. We got to open the barn back up so everybody can get in. Yep, she's done. Cinco done eating. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Mama's opening the barn so everybody can get in with you. We got to have everybody stay out of this weather. Mama's fixing the door. Jack coming to hay. Cinco leaving. When that wind starts blowing tonight, y'all all be piled up in here.
I know that showing the good, the bad, and the ugly is not always what we want to see, but sometimes it's just part of farming. Well, now we've got everybody settled and ready to weather the storms that are coming, and we've taken measures to protect the baby chicks that we have coming in the spring. So we've had a successful day, and this is something we continue through the season and something that we're raising our boys to learn to do. And I think it's going to be good for us, it's good for our family, and it's good for our farm.
So we have renamed him to Ferdinand the Bull.
We actually had a viewer comment that, and I replied back, hey, you're really going to enjoy the next video then.
Rhett loves the movie Ferdinand, and Ferdinand's a big old bull, but he's real passive and sweet, and so we thought that would be fitting for our little bull. So his name is now Ferdinand, and we've been referring to him as Ferdinand for the week we've had him so far.
So the day after we brought Ferdinand here, we were in the stall working with him. Zoe was petting him, and we noticed a cloudy spot in his eye, in his right eye. And that eye was watering a little bit. So that told us that we had a potential case of pink eye. He's not terribly hard to catch, but you can see that cloudy spot in his eye. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not. Well, there wasn't no video in the doctoring.
No. But, I mean, basically, you take your spray and you doctor inside the eyelid.
Well, I held his head, and Zoe held the eyelid up and sprayed it good. She's been able to do it by herself, but we wanted to make sure that we got a good dose in there. So with two of us here, we were better able to do that.
Yeah, when I have somebody to help, I definitely utilize it. He's kind of mad at me, but we just got a little brush. We're just going to attempt it, see what he does. Oh, does that feel nice?
Hey,
okay.
Calm, Obi.
We need to check eyes.
Yep.
Okay.
Check his eyelids. All right, so we're going to give him his injection. And this is just for the M worm. There's no real preventative for us to do for that barber pole worm that everybody's worried about. And it's been a while for him. There we go. There we go, man.
Good job. He's pink, but not quite as pink. I would give him a 4.
Not quite as pink as Obi.
Yeah, but he's definitely not pale.
Okay. There we go.
Good boy.
There we go, man. There we go.
Good boy. Pink. Yeah, he's pretty good. He kind of looks like a tinsel.
Like tinsel?
Yeah, we're good.
There it is.
Big muscle shadow.
Good baby. Good baby.
Good boy.
Whew.
He said, "Let me go, Mama." Him's good boy.
I need you to go inspect the box blade. I need an expert opinion.
Oh, man.
No, it's not a snake.
Okay. No, what is it?
Zoe, seriously, go. I wouldn't set you up. Not on camera. Yeah, I probably would.
They're empty.
All of them are empty?
That one's empty.
So something come ate them?
I don't think anything ate them because they're not like, but they're all, you know what I'm thinking?
What?
I wonder.
You did it.
That one was money.
It been there a while? You just get Gypsy and Belle in there, the rest of them will go. Get Gypsy and Belle in there. Everybody else will go automatically. The running of the goats.
Not quite, but it'll work.
Kinda. You won't get back in there. Get back in there. That's everybody. And for the most part, we came through most of that unscathed. We suffered some loss with baby goats and different things this year. It's just part of farming. It's a tough part of it, but it's part of it. Y'all, we even went to jail. Guys, I'm just glad to be out of that orange jumpsuit. Jail is no place for me. I'm by the straight and narrow from here on out. Story time. So we got a notification about 30 minutes before we went live on Wednesday. We had released a video on Tuesday, and Zoe took a clip from that video on Wednesday to make a short with. And it was Rhett driving the tractor. He was sitting in her lap. He had a seatbelt on. And he was just driving to the barn and driving to where they were going to set up posts to move the cows. That apparently is against community guidelines set forth by YouTube. Risking bodily harm to a minor. All right, Mama, we got somebody else getting their independence today.
Yeah, it's not Farmer Rhett.
It's Mama.
Come on, let's show them who else we're going to let have some independence.
Who's in the, what is in
Freedom.
we're going to let Okie and Homie loose today.
Oakley and Homie.
Let Oakley and Homie run around today, aren't we? They've been locked up since middle May.
Yep.
So I guess it would be a good time to do it. This is their home.
Well, maybe they'll stay with Jason and Brooke. There they come. There went Jason. There's Homie. There Miss Brooke. Where's Oakley? Come on, Oakley. She don't want out. Oh, there she comes.
I scared her.
Don't scare her. Woo. She decided to fly way over there in the garden.
Everybody did. She said,
I
that's
can
too
see
much.
Homie.
Yeah, there he goes.
I see Homie. And Oakley went way down in the garden.
I scared her a little bit trying to get her out. I was trying to encourage her, and we scared her when I touched her. She didn't want to be caught, but it wasn't terribly hard. I'm going to find the others and put her with them.
They're up there.
Okay.
Homie's walking around with Jason and Brooke.
Okay.
Let me see her.
There's a pretty girl.
Show a good view of her.
There's a pretty girl.
There's Oakley.
Go with them. There they go. Well, I'm just going to leave her. At least we know where to look for her at.
Like any family and any farm, we had to make some tough decisions this year.
Tater, you better behave. No more knocking fences down or Daddy's gonna get you.
It's definitely got to be tightening tomorrow where she laid on it and bent it.
Yeah, so what it looks like is we got here and Tater was out, and we came around and realized that she had knocked this post down because she got on this fence and pushed it way down, and it was down to the ground.
Yeah, I've got to tighten all this up tomorrow.
And this, you guys know, is really strong fencing, but it's no match for that whatever 1,500-pound heifer. Daddy's gonna make you go live somewhere else if you don't stop being bad. You're being an instigator and they're following your lead. Today is a day that we really did not want to see happening, but it's gonna happen, and it's happening for a good reason.
Regardless of whether you want to admit failure or not, it's not safe for her to be able to escape that easily. It's not safe for people driving up and down the road because she likes to just wander around in everybody else's pasture. So it's not safe for her. It's not safe for Cinco and Ferdinand because they follow her. I don't think that she could have a better home than Cog Hill.
Come on, girlfriend.
That's right. Don't get in my way, sir.
Come on. There she is.
Pretty girl.
She's very vocal. She definitely is. Hey.
Beautiful. Oh my
She loves to be brushed.
God.
Look. Moody said, what is going on?
And no time has been stretched thin, and we've been seemingly busy around the clock. We're proud of the fact that we've been able to impact our community, and that's been with you guys' help. Our followers have come through in some big ways this year to impact not only us, but our community. I've got some stuff to finish up today because this may be the last video you see me on for a while. So for the next 65 days, I'm going to be working 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's why you're not going to see me on the farm for a while. It's just that time of year. It's outage time, and for my work, it's just something that I've done for the last 21 years.
Lance Boldy here with Hatley Healthcare. Thank you so much for donating and being a part of our fundraiser for the Verbena youth football team. This is a great experience. I believe there was 780 total moms that were purchased that goes towards our program and helping these young boys. But we had 64 moms that came here to the facility. We're planning on doing a raised flower bed. We're hoping to have an HHC with our moms. They can come back every year.
We have been to the nursing home and we did that drop off, but we've got one last drop off that we've got to do. We've got Jason and Brooke with Cog Hill and Holly.
And Holly.
And so they also made a nice donation to the nursing home for some flowers. And we delivered some of those yesterday, but these actually are some that a couple of you viewers had specifically requested go to Brooke and Jason, and one goes to Brooke's mom.
And I hope you saw plenty of people you recognized in those clips. We've had a great year. It's been a tough year, but we're continuing on. We've weathered a lot of storms, suffered a lot of loss, but we're going to push through it. And we appreciate you guys being with us through the process. You know, even through the difficult times, Zoe and I remind each other that regardless of how far we are from our goals or where we want to be, there's always someone out there that's praying to be exactly where you are. So no matter what you're going through, find your blessings. Be thankful for what you do have. And pray for those that may be less fortunate. Someone is praying for exactly what you have right now or to be exactly where you are. Guys, thank you for being with us. We hope you'll stick with us through the next year because there is going to be a ton going on. Lots of plans, lots of things happening, and we hope you'll be with us for it. From everybody at Chestnut Hills Farmstead, we thank you, and we'll see you next time.